This Val-Con video is powered by GTX Server Hosting, the best way to run your Valheim server.
Welcome in, everybody. We are back with podcast number 4. We're missing an Emma, but that's all right. We're here with BALROND today. A lovely mod developer from Poland, if I'm correct.
Correct.
Nice. I did not forget. And it went off without a hitch, everything. Please refresh your Twitch stream for the correct title.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think everything is looking smoothly. How's chat doing? All chat's good?
Ooh,
looking
chat's
good.
Looking good.
Looking good on YouTube,
Nice,
looking good on Twitch. Let's go.
Now, my character might not be in the game. I like my Valheim just crashed for some weird reason. It's trying to load up again, but I am already there in spirit. So let's just get the ball rolling already. For the people that might not know yet who BALROND is, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so the name's BALROND. As mentioned, I'm from Poland. I'm 36 years old, and I'm working for web development for past 13 years now. I've been happy also in the game development department for last 6-7 years by now, and I got to modding very early on when the Valheim came out.
Nice.
Yeah, you went in very early on, like very early on. I think you started modding before I knew what the game was, even.
Yes, pretty much. Valheim came out and I played for like first 1-2 months, and it was like, yeah, I wish there was more content, but I wasn't really that much happy with the mods at the time. I was like, okay, I think I need to make my own.
Nice.
And you did? Awesome.
Yeah, my goodness, so he did. Now,
Like,
JP, do
there's
you
so
have
much.
a question for BALROND?
Yeah, so let's see. I'm happy to speak with BALROND again. I actually interviewed him a while ago, and he's really fun to speak with. Very talented modder. It's gonna be awesome. So BALROND, why don't you tell us a little bit about the current thing you're working on, like as of this moment? Most recent thing you have worked on.
Okay, the most recent thing is a brand new project that just came out like 1-2 days ago to me. I'm collaborating with a music producer from Ireland on a project called Bard Quest. So a little short notice, we'll get a musician in the game that will give you quests to find the forgotten music sheets that you need to find around the whole world. Bring it to him and he will play the song for you.
Nice.
That's cool. So it's like it adds an instrument and not an instrument. Sorry, it adds a quest giver called a bard. Is that right? So
yes, we get a bard with his own music instrument that he uses, fully working, animated, and with proper logic. So you'll be able to either give him the music sheet to play the specific song, or you can just hire him for a few coins to play your random song. The songs are all created by the author, the very talented Mark Cunningham. I hope I pronounce his last name properly. And other will be just the default songs and music that is already available in Valheim. So, for example, you'll be able to switch your music in your base to, for example, music from the Plains or Ashlands or Haldor's camp for a few coins.
that's really cool.
That reminds me of a game. Is that correct? Is there a game where you can do that? Because that's just a really cool idea.
There is actually, because maybe not to this extent. The whole idea is taken from Minecraft, where you had your jukebox and you were able to find those discs with the music. So this was inspired by Minecraft.
Yes. I remember there was also this top-down medieval GTA style game where you could do basically the same, but imagine just playing single player and having someone alongside you playing some awesome cool music. That's just great. Also, really quick sidestep here, chat. Holy advertiser-friendly content word. Wow. Thank you so much for the support, guys. That is amazing. Did you happen to gift something to Stream Elements too? Sorry, I'm not asking for that. No, but yeah, that's a really cool mod. Honestly, I can't wait to add that to my little list of things, because I'm a very conservative modder myself. Very, very, very conservative, and I should branch out a little more. And I think your library is one of the ones that I'm going to look into.
Yeah, and you gotta tell him, Easy, what did you do this week? You did something a little bit different.
I think we spoke about that in DMs, but yeah, my community put a lovely mod pack together, 125 mods of everything that I usually wouldn't do. And BALROND, your name popped up a lot. and it was very, very interesting. And it continues to be.
I'm happy to hear that, and I hope my name will be popping up even more with more creations showing up.
I don't even doubt it. I legit, maybe we discovered like 5% of the entire thing in the span of 5 hours. It's insane. Well,
BALROND has a lot of mods, like you couldn't
no, I saw, man.
play all of them in a setting.
The library is vast. It feels like a completely different game. And not in a bad sense necessarily, you know, just a completely different experience. Yeah, so the question that I got here, what do you hope people feel or experience when they play Valheim with your mods? Because that actually hooks in kind of nicely.
Well, I do hope that they feel that they are not playing with the mods, that it feels like a part of the game. My idea of mod making was always the immersion. I wanted my mods to resemble as much the work of the devs as possible with every little thing I do. Of course, there are still mods, there are still some exceptions and rules I make around to cover up some mechanics I wanted to add, but the foremost thing is the things I make need to look and feel like they belong to the game.
Right. I think that's a very good strategy to have, to stay really close to the source material, so to speak, so that it doesn't feel that it stands out too much. You're trying to make a different game altogether. Staying true to it. Yeah.
I think
respect
that's
that.
very important.
I didn't want to make a different game. I wanted more Valheim and Valheim.
Well,
Interesting.
amen.
That makes me kind of wonder, and we kind of touched on that a little bit before already, but what kind of made you decide to start making mods in Valheim?
Well, the first aspect I already mentioned. There was, at the time when I started making mods, there wasn't enough mods and nothing of the quality of type that I was searching for. As well as I am an aspiring game developer who works mostly on tools and software for auto game developers, sometimes working with the QA departments, but I still always wanted to make my own game, but also one needs to gain experience and learn more. And I found Valheim to be perfect sandbox for me to test out things, to experience something a bit closer to to the game development, than just trying to do everything from scratch myself and just going out there unknowingly, right? So this let me learn a lot about community, about behavior, what people like, what they don't like, what they enjoy, how they react with your creations.
Interesting. And was there like a specific feature that you were looking for when you started making mods? Like, for example, Easy and I have had conversations about like inventory mods. I think that's a very hot topic within Valheim. But was there some kind of feature that you were looking for? Because you said like I couldn't find what I was looking for. Was there something specific that you were looking for that made you like, I'm gonna make this myself?
Well, to be honest, the first mod that I ever made that didn't really came out to the public content was chitin weapons. Because I found that the chitin in the game was highly unutilized, as well as a lot of auto resources. And I was thinking, Kelly, how can we make more content out of existing materials, existing things to kind of fill up the gaps? Because that was the first idea I had. Like, I see gaps between places that we visit in the game. In the biomes, there's a lot of space for missing weapons or armors or some extra monsters showing through there. And it slowly evolved from making few simple items to making a total game overhaul.
Interesting. Very cool. And I love that you went for chitin weapons, because that is indeed, like, that's such an untapped market. Oh my goodness. I would want to buy those extra or get those extra chitin weapons. Very cool.
It's almost like you don't understand, like, this is spoken from my perspective, but I think there is so much that the game and thus development can do with the items already in game. Like, there's one actual chitin weapon. It's an awesome knife, but there's only one, you know? So it just makes sense to explore that and just build more upon that.
Ooh, and we even talked about it like in a past podcast already, but like a way to upgrade your hoe. So it's not just stone, but like have a chitin hoe that, like, you know, has a slightly wider range.
A hoe, a
It
hammer.
all seems so logical.
A cultivator,
exactly,
maybe?
a chitin hammer, because it looks fancy.
Yeah.
So
Chitin
And
cultivator.
I did just that. Maybe not exactly with the chitin, but with a current state of an amazing nature mod of mine, there is way more tools. There are iron tools, black metal tools that were added, just so you don't always use that wooden hammer. You have something that has now more durability. It doesn't differ in any other way. It just has new look, more durability, and in the further versions, it uses that one less point of stamina when you're building, so it still also helps a little bit.
And that's exactly what they should do. Because you're building, if you think about it logically, you're building heavy metal items with a used up at that point wooden hammer. It doesn't make sense. Right? So this makes a lot more sense.
also has a really interesting question that I'm really like, I really wonder about this one.
Go.
So BALROND, do you consider your Valheim work, or Valheim? Do you consider your Valheim work a hobby or a passion?
I
Or
would
something
say it started as a simple hobby, like a little thing that I wanted to try out, and it became a passion that evolved partly into a, let's say, a side hustle, maybe a part-time job even, because people do come to me for commissions. I have my big projects that I'm constantly upgrading, constantly making new inventions, so I'm spending quite a lot of time on development.
You're very passionate in what you do. I've noticed that in the short time that we spoke as well. And that's one of the best bases you can have, I think.
And Valheim community was nothing but rewarding when it comes to accepting my creations and encouraging me to make even more. They came back with feedback, with ideas, to conversations that let me discover new fields and better understanding of some issues that people had. At some point, I even gone around making surveys with people to find what they like about the game, why they don't like about the game, where they did get stuck, and I try to resolve those problems using my mods so they can enjoy the game way more.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, cool.
That is actually, it's interesting that you say that, because that leads into the next one that we got here. Because is there like, because you have such a vast library, I keep saying vast, like big, huge, chungus library of mods, really. Dating back to, I think, almost the beginning, like you said. So the question here is like, is there like a forgotten, quote unquote, forgotten mod in your catalog? One that didn't go as didn't get as much attention as you hoped, maybe that's gotten forgotten a little bit, or that you're particularly proud of from a technical standpoint? Like either one of those.
I would say there are few things. One would be Shipyard, that I'm very proud of. It's probably one of the I'm mostly recognized for nowadays, other than maybe the containers mod that display whatever you put in them. So you have something nice and visual around in your house. But the forgotten mods, in the past, one of my first creations were procedural armor generations. So you could write a config and generate yourself a brand new color version of troll armor, or maybe Fenring armor, or maybe a new cape. And I extended upon that mod, made it complete for every single armor piece in the game, but it became a pretty complex mod that I never put out there in the public, actually.
Oh, really? Oh man.
And it lets you actually paint your armor as you wish. So you have up to 5 color slots for every armor piece, and you can just paint the metals different colors, paint the letter different colors, set up your stats, recipe, status effect, and things go on. It became pretty big and complex. It became like, it was a little bit earlier than the wacky database mod that came out, because I was diving deeper into item generation and whole item editing, but the thing started to get way too complex, and I was overwhelmed with people asking for help to manage their mods and like how to write configs, and was like, okay, I'm spending more time helping people set up this mod than I'm spending on developing mods, and I decided to shelve it because I wanted to go a different direction.
Okay, maybe come back to it later then, huh? Because the idea is
Someday,
great.
probably.
Yeah, I've never heard that idea like executed anywhere else. But again, I'm very noobish when it comes to bigger and more intrusive mods like that. I say intrusive, but it's not a bad thing, right? So
On
yeah.
less intrusive mods, there's one more thing I want to mention that also we kind of poke around. The humanoid randomizer was a very big challenge for me. It allows for every skeleton, draugr, goblin to use whatever weapon the player can use, and have some extra gimmick, extra animations, and new attack patterns. So you, for example, usually cheese your skeletons in the dungeon with a sledgehammer. Well, now the skeleton can cheese you with it.
Oh my god, I really need to look into these things. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
On the topic, I think, of, doing some customer support. JP, I think you got some support questions, maybe?
Yeah, so Emma's going to deal with something, so we'll get her a little bit of time, and I'll cover her question. So, BALROND, you've mentioned a couple of your mods at this point, and so the next couple questions we're going to ask you about 3 of them. There's Amazing Nature, Furniture Reborn, and Shipyard. And so for those of you listening, these are just some of BALROND's mods. Like I mentioned, he has lots of mods. So we just kind of picked a couple of them that I've heard him talk about or heard someone else mention. And now we're going to ask him to tell us about them. So why don't you start with BALROND's Amazing Nature?
Well, BALROND's Amazing Nature is my biggest project. This is something I mentioned here already. After I made the chitin weapons, it slowly evolved into a massive mod I first called Valheim Reforged, but then it evolved again and was called Barren Biomes. But the mod took over 2 gigabytes of data and was very hard to manage. So I split it up into smaller parts, and that's how Amazing Nature was born as the core of functionality for the overhaul of Valheim. It allows for not only extending the nature itself as the name calls, but it changed most of recipes in Valheim, most of the build pieces, and a lot about the word generation, allowing for way more content on a way longer playthrough that still just locks in to those standard biomes. There is no custom biomes or weird stuff going on. You still go through your 7 bosses and progress the game. It's just deepened, extended, and a little bit harder.
And so I'll interject for a second and speak to the viewers about that, because something that's really cool about BALROND's mods is that he's definitely a modder that has a sense of Valheim itself and makes mods to work within how Valheim already feels. Some mods try and just completely replace the Valheim feeling. From my perspective, BALROND doesn't do that. He very much looks at Valheim itself and adds things that fit in with how the game feels. So when I've used his mods, it feels like there's more Valheim, not I'm playing some other game. And I just wanted to make that clear because it's definitely worth checking out his mods. And I know some of you listening are hesitant to try different content, but BALROND's mods in particular, they go quite well with Valheim. So I encourage you to give them a shot. And so he's told us a little bit about Amazing Nature, why don't you tell us about Furniture Reborn? Is this like new building pieces?
Yes, before Furniture Reborn, there was an older mod of mine that was the first attempt on making new build pieces. It was called just BALROND's Furniture. But the mod extended to that big of a degree that I needed to split it into two different mods. One was Furniture Reborn, that focused on decorations, and the second part is BALROND's Constructions, that focus solely on build pieces for constructing your house, your castle. I'm
Really
not
cool.
quite sure if what to add more about it. It's just I look through decorations that we have already in the game, what could be add more, new types of chairs, new types of light sources, but still something that fits into ongoing progression. While those two mods are also made into an extensions for Amazing Nature, they can be used as a standalone mods if you just wish to have those build pieces. But you will see a difference if you use it with Amazing Nature.
So
All right.
you developed them to be used together. Do you think they're better that way?
Yes, definitely, because everything I create nowadays resolve about extending Amazing Nature with part of the content that was basically before either a standalone part or it was part of the mentioned BALROND biome that I split into smaller pieces. So I wanted to build up like a complete overhaul for the game, extension, an unofficial DLC, you may call it, that I cover every aspect of the game. The core for the world generations is Amazing Nature. Then we have construction and furniture for your build pieces and decorations. Then you have Arsenal Reborn, that is made for your armors and weapons and combat extension. Then you have Monster Mayhem that focuses on events, monsters, and bosses.
So the and to stay a little bit with the furniture, because I'm just curious about it. I genuinely don't know this answer here. I see a lot of mods. This question is not on our sheet. I'm just spitballing here.
You're going wild.
I'm going rogue. All right.
Oh my god.
Listen, I've seen a lot of mods. The backpack mod comes to mind as well. I don't know who made that, but I see a lot of mods with models, and the texture on those models does not vibe with Valheim's style choice necessarily. Now it's not necessarily a bad thing, but like you said, you wanted to make your mods feel like they're part of the game, right? So how have you tackled this? How have you done this with your furniture mods? Because furniture needs texturing.
Yeah,
How
so
do you,
there's a few things about it. Before I ended up being a web developer and IT, I actually wanted to become an artist, mostly focusing on 2D art. So I'm making new textures for those objects. I'm reusing textures from the game or fusing textures from the game with the original textures from the assets I acquire to prepare them so they feel, look, and behave the same way as they are in Valheim.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So that
Ooh,
I
is that a
love
lot of
right
work?
there.
It sounds like a lot of work.
It is. Also, a big part of the build pieces I design actually are made from the parts that already exist in the game or come from the... Well, that's a little silly thing there. I found the big source of assets that is part of the Valheim. I found the author of those assets that are used in Valheim and bought the same assets. So I actually have most of the assets used in the Valheim when it comes to build pieces or some vegetation that do belong to the game devs as well.
Yeah, so it feels more genuine, and that's not reinventing the wheel. That's just using the tools that are already there. That's really smart. I love that.
Yes, the big part was finding the author of those assets. After I got that, I bought everything that I thought that will fit in the game from that author and started working on it. Big change is still the assets itself. I'm talking about the models, not the textures. The textures still needed to be redone to fit the Valheim style. This is something that the devs themselves made it.
Gotcha.
Oh, cool.
Gotcha. So to move on then, I think, could you tell us a bit about Shipyard? Because that could be either adding a couple ships, or it could be adding everything found in a boatyard. What's it about?
Okay, so Shipyard was made a little bit after the devs gave us at the very beginning a roadmap that has a position called ship customization. Then they changed the plans on how they're gonna go for a develop, and I was like, this is a really cool idea, and I decided to deliver it myself. So Shipyard focuses mostly on modifying and customization of your ship. You start by building the shipyard station and the scribe table that allows you to create items for upgrades, and then you apply it through the shipyard station to your ships.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that.
Well
Oh,
said.
like
Ooh.
the shields that you have
People
on
love
that,
that
like,
one.
there is this ship that you can spawn in, but it's also kind of a ghost ship. but
It's
it
the
has
alpha
these
one.
beautiful shields on the side.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's it.
Ooh.
I reworked those pieces. I found, like in the game files, this ship is there. So I use elements from that. I fixed a few things around. I changed a few little things because I added functions like the anchor that lets you stop the ship in place. I created
my God.
functions that let you paint your sails different colors, change some decoration, name your ship and have like a nameplate on your ship,
Yes.
and a few other
Cool.
things. And on top of that, I still decided to add a few more new ships to the game.
It just makes sense. It's so simple. It's the best
That is
ideas are
very
often the
cool.
simple ones, right? Like the
Mhm.
logical
I've
things.
heard people love that mod, by
The
the way.
next step.
Like, really, really love Shipyard.
Oh my god, I'm
Now,
gonna
we've talked
become a
about
modded
lot
player.
of- Oh, yeah. You're changing easy. He's a new man after this stream.
Help. Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
No, okay, then maybe this leans into the question I have next. Like, what if you have someone like Easy? He is new to a lot of modding and a lot of the mods that we are also talking about, myself included, by the way. But if you were to curate a BALROND Essential Pack for a new player with 3 mods from your catalog, what would you recommend they install first or insist on, and why?
Okay, first I think would be the Shipyard, because it doesn't really affect the gameplay too much. It just gives you a little bit more feeling of integrity with your ship. Like it feels more
Yeah.
personal.
Mm-hmm.
And looks cool. And the side note to the Shipyard, I also made a whole new set of build pieces that is waterproof, so you can build your actual docks with it.
Oh,
So it just
Nice.
gives you a little bit more feeling there. Second mod I think would be very nice to have for a starting point would be the mentioned humanoid randomizer that ups the challenge with some humanoid monsters just a little bit and gives more depth to the fight, because you never know what to expect. There's no 2 of the same skeleton ever.
Oh
yes,
wow.
Yeah, okay.
I feel
Cool, yeah,
personally
definitely.
like attracted
Yup,
to that one.
Easy likes it.
Yeah, I do. I do.
And the third one, I would say probably it either would be Furniture Reborn for decorations, so you have your cool little house looking more pretty, or you
Ooh.
could go for simple way with what was before the Shipyard, so the containers mods of mine that are just a bunch of chests designed around different topics of different items. For example, a shelf for your potions, so whenever you store potions into that shelf chest, it will display them on the shelf.
So that's decorating for people that
Ooh,
like
love
me
that.
who can decorate.
Exactly, because it's ready-made, and those are just for people who kind of think like those are item stands. No, those are not item stands. I placed every single model on those shelves in every of those containers myself, so they look pretty.
Wow.
Cool. Oh, I love that.
I mean,
That's really
And
cool.
there's a
Yeah.
container set up for every item type. There's a weapon stand, there is a fabric shelf, there is a potion shelf, there is your container for ore, there is the storage for metal bars, there is a wood shed that displays how much wood you have, and it actually displays the wood based on amount of slots taken in the container. So if you have 2 slots
Ah.
full of wood, it will display 2 piles of wood inside.
Oh my god, I love that. Ooh, that reminds me a little bit of Asuka, where you also had like these little containers you can make. And then as you fill them up, you can, like, you see those items getting added to it and it gets more full and everything. And I love that kind of stuff. It adds to the
makes
immersion
sense.
of the game, you know? Yeah.
It just makes
Ooh,
sense.
very cool.
Yeah.
It all started with a simple idea of a barrel that just displayed the top item of the chest. So it was a 6-slot container that was open on the top, and whatever last item was that you put in the chest, it was displayed on the top of it.
Oh my god.
So like a
I
barrel
love
full of
that.
Like how,
raspberries.
how a barrel works.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how the barrel
God.
worked. So it started there, and it just evolved into a whole series of containers that people love it. I still need to update this one because it wasn't updated since Ashland's, and I also wanted it to integrate with every other mod and custom item that I made from other mods. So there is a big update for this mod coming up. Maybe not so soon, like week or two. Probably it's gonna take a few more months because there is a big schedule of my mods that I need to work with.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, very cool. And I'm sure that Easy can attest to this, but something that I really love to do is definitely on our playthroughs that we do together, use the feaster to add decorations on top of indeed like
Yeah.
the boxes to see what is inside of the boxes. It still gets like a little bit confusing sometimes because I need to use like left and right for the top and the bottom box. So it takes a little bit of getting used to, and that it's just like visually showing you what's inside of the box. I love that. It just really, it tickles me. I love that kind of stuff. But we have now talked.
You mentioned,
Oh yeah.
one
go for
more
it.
thing about, because you mentioned the feast stand or the serving tray, right?
Yes, yeah.
Lately, I added a brand new mod called Weapon Crate that works exactly like the Fista, but it's made for armors and weapons. So
Oh my
you can
God.
fully place them the same way you place food from the Fista. And it works even for custom weapons and custom stuff. It has full integrity to every possible item. And additional
Oh my God.
functions, because there's always the problem with rotation. So I added an extra
Yeah,
function
yeah.
with the simple rotation on the x-axis and z-axis, so you can rotate your items however you need when you're placing them
Oh.
using the weapon crate.
Oh my God.
Emma's getting a build
Oh my
gasm.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, that arrow never points in the right way when you place your stupid weapons. Like,
I know.
come
Yes.
on, the arrow says forward and then, like, bam, it does something else. For the love of God, just make a choice, please. Like, oh.
So no more dirty item stands. Now everything you can build when it comes to weapons and armors using this.
Oh my goodness. That mod is definitely, I need that in my life. And like, how does that work with item stands? Do you need like item stands then to place your weapons?
No, that's the thing. You no longer need item stands. It works exactly like the Fista. You just directly build it and
goodness.
rotate it as you wish.
Yeah, as I understand, you just
I'm
put
having a
in
moment.
the items and it uses that model to place it on top or on where it displays it.
It works like if you ever use the Fista, right? You just you have a cost of one piece of a food, and you just directly place it on some surface. So
Oh
with
my
the weapon crate,
goodness.
the rule is exactly the same. It is now a weapon or an armor, and it has additional function because you can rotate it however you wish.
Yes, I need that in my life as well. Like,
I
Miss Couch Potato is in chat as well, and I love it because she will
see
love
it.
this as well.
we
Oh
are
my
going to need
God.
we are going to need a fresh playthrough with a fresh mod pack. That's for dang sure.
No, we've talked a lot about the mod packs and like your journey as a creator as
Yes.
well. But let's go over to like more community in Valheim. Since last year you also played a role in some Valheim shenanigans, but I'm gonna let JP take it over and ask the question.
Yeah, so for those of you who didn't see Val-Con last year, BALROND is one of the people who participated. And I know because he's already told me that it was quite an event for him. And I think it would be a great chance, BALROND, for you to talk about how participating in Val-Con helped you open up more to the community and with your modding.
Val-Con was a blast. It really did change my approach to community and to the people, because I'm the guy who usually sits in the back and just tinker with his toys. And every now and then I just put it in the public and that's it. But since Val-Con came out, a lot of change. My community, my own Discord grew a lot. I started to connect with a lot of people, a lot of projects, collaborations, and it really changed massively how I work with people and work with mods, and how I present myself to the public.
Interesting. Okay.
I think you're.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, you go. You go.
How
After
has
you.
the community around your mods kind of changed over time? Because as you might have noticed, Easy and I, both of us, if I can speak for both of us, we've
so.
only added very minimal mods, very like Torches Eternal, sure, first person mod, sure, but like, how has that world kind of changed for you as someone that's very deep into that world over all of those years that you've played?
Yeah, did the landscape change
Well,
at all?
For me, things. I started as a just little guy with a little idea. I'm still a little guy with big ideas. That didn't really change much. It's just that a lot of people started to share my ideas and enjoyed the content I create. Started to try to get in touch with me, share their ideas and feedback about my creation. So I never really thought about having my own Discord or having my own community. I never expected to have so many people being interested in what I make and how I do my stuff. Definitely never expected to even be here in the first place. So that's an achievement.
I would say so. It's awesome. Like, it's great to have you. I just want to point that out again, because I said this before, but I think we also feel privileged to be able to speak with awesome creators like you, because that's not something that people do every day, and get a little in-depth
passion.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, that might be the little difference here, and I did hear it a few times from people from my community, that it is quite easy to approach me in the end. I'm very talkative when it comes to share ideas or something of an interest, and I do engage a lot with people in my community. I don't think of myself or of anyone being like mighty and mighty, somewhere above them. I'm just a regular guy who just happened to have some skills to be able to make something cool.
And that puts you above most people, in my humble opinion, because that's how it should be. And that's, I can attest to that in our chats earlier. Absolutely.
Yeah,
So-
people definitely also appreciate that, and like the approach that you take to it. It's very, very nice.
Yeah. Speaking of approaches, you talked about the community around mods over time, but how did, if at all, right? How did the modding change over time? Your approach to modding, did it change? Did you develop new ways of doing it? Did you have to adapt to something, maybe because of an update?
The change was one of the things I already mentioned. I kind of derive and decided not to make mods that require configs. I decided I wanted to make things that are plug and play, because I started to spend so much time on supporting my creations and just making a help desk that I didn't spend time doing what I actually enjoy, so creating stuff. So I needed to make a cut and change my approach in the way I do stuff. Decided to cut off configs. There's many mods that allow configs. For example, when it comes to items and weapons, we have Wacky Database. Whenever you want to change something in the word, you have Expand Word. So there are many great mods that focus solely on configuration and editing stuff, whatever it is, vanilla or modded.
Yeah.
So I decided I need to focus more on the quality of the content itself, on the models, on the features, rather than focusing about how editable, that's not the word, how much you can edit this stuff to your liking. Rather, I wanted a complete vision that feels so much right in the correct place that you don't want to edit it at all.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
So I spend extra time on balancing things out. I talk with my community, with a few friends who test out my mods. Cheers to you, Norga Legacy, your great friend and great helper. And thanks to that, not having configs, people kinda are forced to come to you and talk with you to get things better. So the things doesn't get better just for that one person who changes the config. The things get better for everyone who use my mods.
Yes. Oh, cool. Oh, that kind of leans into the question I have for you next, Balrond. How do you define success as a mod creator? Is it the number of downloads, the complexity of the code, or as you mentioned, like how well the code works, and not necessarily the number of mods you make, but more the in-depthness and the finishing touches? Or the stories of players that share them with you of how your mod changed their gameplay. What makes that success to you as a mod creator?
I would say, and it might sound a little bit silly, I already had my grand success those 4 years ago, over 4 years ago already, when I got one simple thank you for making a mod. That's all.
Aw.
That the success of a mod maker is that somebody was happy to use it and it made someone day using it. It's not you don't need millions, because why I create stuff, I created my mods for myself, and I still create my mods for myself. Like, how would I want to play the game? Of course, I don't play the game because I spend developing those mods instead of playing the game.
It's ironic,
But
really.
what would I want to have to play the game to make it more fun, make it better, make it more extended, to have more fun? And I just share that stuff with everyone I can, and if that makes other people happy and make them wanna play more Valheim and spread even more love about Valheim, that's already a success itself.
Nice, I love that.
You have such a healthy look in
This
these
is why I
things.
love Balrond.
It's like Alicat says in chat, like a big thank you from us. Because legit, the best way, in my opinion, to create something great is to create something that you find useful, that you would want to either play with or use, and it doesn't even matter what it is. It could be a mod, it could be a product in real life. I think that's a great approach to it.
And it's same
So-
for game development, right? You want something to be made that you're happy with. When you're designing a game,
Yeah.
as a game developer, you want to play your own game, so you want to have fun. And if other people are having fun, that's a success.
100%. I couldn't agree more.
Nice.
Super true.
Now, JP, you go.
So along those lines, you've spoken about your mods. Is there another modder? I know you mentioned you're not playing Valheim and you're developing, but obviously you hear of people and you know of others, right? So is there another modder whose work you admire, and why is it that you admire it?
Oh, there could be a lot of going on, because I wasn't alone in my journey of becoming a mod developer. I had some people in the community help me out every now and then, teach me. So I have a much of a respect to a lot of modders: Hugo the Dwarf, Badger, Jerry, Asmat, a lot of people who created so many great mods, who resolved so many big problems that were in the game, for people who wanted managed server, manage their content, edit their word. So it's not like a one person that influenced me, it's more bigger part of the community and how they create and what they create, and where I find myself in the community. What's my forte for creating something specific that it's a little bit different than what they do.
Yeah, you gotta set yourself apart a little bit, right?
Yeah, you want to have something that is unique to you. Well, my forte became I made mods that are plug and play and don't have a config, right? And I focus mostly on creating content for the game rather than creating new systems, new feature or server management. But all those things were needed in the game. So those creation really helped out a lot of people. They helped out me, and those mod developers directly helped me learn something and improve myself whenever I was stuck somewhere.
Right. Because that actually, you kind of answered it, because Immunity here in chat asked this question, like, is there a hook in any of your mods? A hook, like your special little sauce over whatever you do, right? Makes people come back to the mods in the future, stuff like that.
What would be, every now and then I do put some Easter eggs when it comes to items or item descriptions maybe.
Oh.
And so you can find few little things hidden here and there. That I've seen already people on some streams or YouTube videos when they were using my mods. They had a lot of fun discovering those little things. I won't mention anything. I let people discover themselves. And what is something that is specific to me? Well, as I said, no configs. And I made my own framework for working with mods, so they are not based on mod managers or Jotun. It's my own custom creation that I manage myself, and I find it very, very stable. Because you once mentioned what happens when the game updates or something happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, for me, nothing changes. The mod still works. I can pull up a mod that I made 4 years ago and never updated, and it still works.
Simplicity.
What?
Yes, the simplicity of creation and reusing every possible element that is in the game, including code. So whenever devs change their code, they're pretty much changing your mod, so it's gonna work.
You're a wizard. I love it. That's great.
Oh, very cool.
Let's have a little look here.
I think JP has a question next.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mr. JP.
Are we looking at a different?
No, actually, no. I think we already had this one.
Oh, I did add a question that Immunity posted in chat about the,
I
the
just did
hook
that.
for the mods.
I've woven
So,
that into my previous one. That seemed to fit
Oh,
nicely.
you are so sneaky! Oh my goodness! Yeah, JP. So the order
tried
is
to
a
be.
bit, but yeah, you
It's
go,
a bit.
JP. Floor is yours. Woo!
Okay, I'll steal a question.
Do
So,
it.
Valron, we've talked about communities. You've mentioned the Valheim community, and you talked about Val-Con. So, what exactly makes a games community healthy, from your perspective?
I mean, in the case of Valheim, it's quite specific and a nice thing. Valheim is not a competitive game, it's a cooperative game. So there is no rivalry between people, rather than helping each other to achieve more, to have a great adventure, to build something great. And this approach seems to work well with most of the games that are published through the publisher of the Iron Gate of Valheim. Because other games made from Coffee Stain kind of imbue the same rules. We don't make a rivalry game, we make cooperative games when we work together to achieve success. This embodies probably the spirit of the community. We work together to make this game better, to make it more fun for everyone. We organize servers, we organize group of players to give them place to belong.
That is a big difference indeed. I think you'll have a hard time really finding important. That in very competitive games. Not like this, at least, right? This tends to grow a more wholesome community out of the game the devs have built.
I guess in a competitive game, the idea is that you get so good that then people look up to you and respect you, and you feel like you're part of the community. But does that actually end up happening for most people? You know, who knows?
Exactly. And we all want to see this thrive, so.
Exactly, yeah, indeed. Now, BALROND, what kind of mods, plural, do you enjoy making the most? Or do you have like a favorite mod that you made out of all of the ones that you made?
what would be the favorite mod of mine? Well, I can say about the amazing nature, because this is so big that it touches so many topics all together that it's hard to say like it's a branch because it touches everything. But I do enjoy mods that add some kind of a procedural generation of something. So, as I mentioned before, I had this armor generator for armor pieces. I made a monster generator for variants of those skeletons. And a lot of those customization stuff, so shipyard, and nowadays the character customization extension. Thanks to that, I have my red beard here. So
yeah, very unique.
Super red.
Yes, indeed. You can get them like kind of gingery colored, but not this red in the game. So if people have been watching and wondering about this because they hopped in later or something, the color of his beard and hair is one of his mods that allows you to choose any color. And even because for the people that don't know this, I have a beard, but I have a female character. I would be able to use his mod to create this as well without the need of dev commands, because I normally have to use dev commands to give my lady a beard. It's not an option in a vanilla game. So I would be able to use a mod, and then I can even switch the beard. Because now, I even if I use the barber station, I can't switch them. I need to do it with dev commands. And you need to know, like, which beard is this beard? I think it's 12 or 8 or something. So you need to, like, check
to really
every beard.
know your beard numbers, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very cool.
To quickly take back on what was said earlier about the how did we phrase it here? Cooperative versus competitive. I see like comments in the chat like speedrunners hide because this is not a competitive game. But I mean, really quickly, I think there's always a little competition in any game you play with other people, whatever that competition may be. But I think it's so different in games like this that it's healthy for the game, and I love it.
In Valheim, it's building.
It's building
People
or speedrunning.
Compete. They feel insecure and they compete with each other about their building.
Or the amount of steps needed to take down an abomination. It can be as simple as that, as small as that.
And I think that's also the beauty of the versatility of this game. There's so much you can do with this. I actually do know some people, and you know him too, Easy, Eriandor.
Oh, yeah.
He sometimes just likes to open up the worlds, a new world in Valheim, where he plays together with his friends, but then all of a sudden he's like, okay, and now we turn PvP on and we just start to fight each other. And then you start to fight each other in Valheim, and you practice at PvP even with all the lag and all the issues that sometimes come with it as well. So there's just so many different ways in which you can actually play this game and make it into even more the game you want it to be. And mods also allow that option even more. It really allows people to unlock that builder creativity as well, use all of the assets of the game and not just the ones that you normally can build with. Since with the Mistalence updates, Yeah,
I think Sea of Thieves put it best at the time. Give a player tools and not rules. Because with tools, players can do things
Tools, not rules!
Players can do the things that developers didn't even think about. And the same should and could go for modding a game. Don't set hard rules. Don't limit people to do. You can't let females have a beard. Why not? Do it. I want to have a beard like on my head. Let me.
I don't even remember when I started doing the beard. I don't even remember. I usually picked male characters for some reason. But yeah, as a lady, you couldn't have a beard, so I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll just look how to do it with dev commands, and I'm gonna settle on that. But we've had a lot of very big questions now, like very life-changing questions that we've been asking. Let's do maybe a little break, and then we come back with some really quick questions, some your favorite's this and your favorite that's, and a mini game as well. But since it is nice on the dot on the hour, let's take a short little break, get a little snack or drink, and come back from that. How does that sound?
That sounds great. How are we imagining doing this?
The way we usually do break?
All right, y'all stay in here. Good.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Perfection.
Beautiful.
We'll entertain the chat. No worries, easy.
I know,
we'll
you
not
got
do
this.
anything suspicious. I
What?
promise.
Suspicious?
No, I'm not
Chat,
suspicious.
keep an eye on the hosts, please. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just here. Have some footage of someone walking
we can
around.
ask all the off-the-road questions to BALROND. Who do you prefer to use share your hot tub with, BALROND?
All right. While you do hot tub questions, I'll go do coffee questions. Chat, go grab a snack or a drink. Do it.
Oh, peeps, I love that. Like, do we need a hot tubs section in the podcast
Yes.
to ask like?
Mods on Twitch and or YouTube. I don't know if it's possible on YouTube, but please have a poll. Put in a poll. Do we need a hot tub section of quick fire question rounds or whatever while chilling?
Oh.
Y'all got this. See you in a bit.
Even my mod in chat, like, as soon as I could. Yep. I
Yeah,
love
they
that.
said yes. They didn't even listen to the rest of the proposition.
No, just yes. Tip stream. BALROND, do you know the trick with the hot tub? Since you said like you started creating mods pretty early on, have you ever like placed down a hot tub? Is that something you've like played around with as well in the game or anything like that?
No, actually, I never really use it. I never place it, build it myself, or experiment with it. Actually, I only used part of it to create the water well for acquiring buckets of water.
Oh, cool! Nice. That is very
Dakar has a
cool.
video showing some crazy things with hot tub. Have any of you seen that video? It's like a 2 or 3 minute video. I'll find it one second.
I've
So,
seen some really
we-
crazy things as well.
Are we having that break? Because I would go AFK for a moment.
Yeah, no worries. Go
Yeah,
for
you
it.
can
That's
do
why
that
we
right
do a
now.
break.
Sure, be right back then.
Okay. Now what about you, JP? Because I often forget to fuel my hot tub, and then it's just there, you know? I said it during my stream yesterday as well, because I constantly forget to fuel it, but you don't get those 2 extra points from the hot tub unless it's fueled.
Yeah, that's the only reason I would notice.
Yeah, I forget to fuel it so many times, and then it's just there, you know. You fix that spot. It's quite a bulky item to put like close to your bed because it needs to be close. And then I'm always like, dang nabbit, and now I've not fueled it for half of the stream, so I've just been not using those 2 extra points. Whoops.
I always struggle to, like, the rested thing is, it's fun, but at the same time, I usually die or can get rested again before it runs out. So I don't really notice once it's longer than like 15 or 20 minutes, if that makes sense. I don't really notice if it's like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
I have a 23-minute rested buff compared to a 16-minute one. You know, I'm going to die in like 5 minutes anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, definitely in the later end of the game, it's not like the moment it starts to get dark and you notice like, oh, my rested buff is just running out, you're just gonna go to sleep anyways. Like Valheim kind of really pushes that habit of going to sleep when night starts to fall, and if you lose that habit, the echelons will like ram it right back into you. Don't go exploring at night in the echelons. But yeah.
And now the vial and the planes are like that as well.
Oh yeah. By the way, I saw a question from Waddle in Twitch chat as well. How many peeps have already seen the new announcement from the developers for April Fools today? They had a new announcement that they're gonna add something really cool. I'm gonna
I
grab
actually
it
haven't
really
seen
quickly.
it yet, but they usually do. They put a decent amount of effort into their April Fools updates, to be
Yes.
honest.
Well, this here, I'm gonna say the announcement. The images you're gonna need to check out for yourself, but the announcement is love is in the air. We are happy to announce that a new romance-focused game mode is coming to Valheim soon. Here you will finally be able to charm the Forsaken. Which boss will capture your heart? Ooh, ooh la la. So JP, which boss would capture your heart?
Motor. Definitely. I already loved
Oh.
Motor, so nothing easy. Hands down. Motor's the best. Motor looks really
Yeah.
cool. Has a bit of a pathfinding
Absolutely.
problem, you know? Doesn't really know where she's going, but most of us are kind of
No.
lost in life as well, so it's relatable. And I like the way all the crazy attacks are and the projectiles and the whole dragon thing. You know, Fader's cool, but what kind of dragon can't fly?
Yeah, but poor, like you can have like a How to Train Your Dragon kind of story with Father, you know, and like the whole music and like finding your way together, and maybe you lose your arm along the way, so you both have like difficulties to overcome. Disney movie, songs, music, you know, all of that stuff. I was getting a little bit caught up there, but you know, don't just judge him by his broken wing. He might
Motor's
have
best.
like.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Now, Balrond, we were talking about the new announcement from Iron Gate. What would be a boss that you would be able to like let them, like for example, if you could choose a boss that you could tame, which boss would that be?
Which boss? Well, a natural case would probably be Iktir, because it's an animal, so we keep things regular. But if I would go for something more wild, I think I would go with Yaglet.
Ooh, Yagluth. Okay. Very cool. Oh, and imagine having that music just all the way around you as well. Ooh. Oh, and the music. Ooh, I'm so excited. The mini game today is about the music in Valheim. I'm really excited. So,
Yagluth
Let's
does have
feel
a
it.
really cool meteor attack. I used to,
Ooh.
I had a server that was basically just a giant trap. And one of my favorite things to do was hide Yagluth somewhere. Because
What?
then, like, you can hide him, like, in a building or something and the player can't see them. And they'll walk by and they see the Yagluth boss bar. And they don't realize that even though he might not be near them, he is still sending a meteor their way. It's pretty funny. So
Very
they'll
cool.
find the meteor without seeing him.
I played a similar way, but with Elder and his tentacles. So you get a field
Ooh.
full of his root tentacles spawning from nowhere, just smacking up.
Oh, wow. Yeah, imagine just being able to place his roots just anywhere. And you can actually move them, by the way, those roots.
Yes, they are considered a monster. They just can't move themselves, but
Yeah.
they are able to be pushed around.
Yeah, indeed. Ooh, and I see some people talking in chat as well, like, what if you could just tame anything, like tameable hares? Oh, that would be
I want
so
to tame
cool.
everything, honestly. Anything that walks and lives, I want to tame it. I want to give it a spot.
Ooh, by the way, Easy, I did some science
back.
on, like,
Thank you.
how to capture creatures some more and everything. I think you're gonna be interested in seeing what I found out there, because there's
I think
some
I've
really
seen it.
interesting ways. Yeah,
I think yeah, you're
So lock
super
'em up.
right. I may steal that from you.
yeah.
I'm still working on the tameable part of the game because I wanted a little bit deepen the idea of like what you can tame, what you can command, and how they respond, including monsters not being tamed but being interested in the food that is just lying somewhere around in your base. So even if the monster is far away, but you just drop your food on the ground, they still could get interested and come to your base.
Ooh.
Oh my god, have you ever played Grounded, Balrond?
No, I don't think so.
It's a mechanic in there as well, because in Grounded you get shrunk to like the size of an ant. And if you don't protect your storage boxes or like your fire that has like some roasts like on top of the fire that's like cooking for you, if you don't pay attention and ants come by, they can steal that food from you. It's such a cool mechanic, and I can send you some info about that in case it can help you get some inspiration. But I love that idea that you have to add something like a grayling that comes by to like steal
your
your
boxes.
resin or something, or yeah, like get something from your box and
Yeah,
goes to run with it if you're not
exactly, yeah.
careful.
Like ants at a
More
picnic.
monster interactions.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
indeed.
I wanted that because it felt a little bit weak. Like, you just go there, you try to pull the monster, you cage it, and you just drop to it food. But like, how about monster who can eat the food wherever they found it somewhere? So for example, they find berries in the forest and they eat it by themselves. They can heal themselves, and of course if you drop some item or leave the item behind, well, you can come back and see that the item is gone because they took it away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Real world
cool.
changes.
Yeah, and sometimes to do it, there is also a side effect that some monsters may become a little bit more those that are tameable can be a little bit more friendlier towards you because they already had some food on their own, or the progress bar on the tameable is more randomized. So sometimes you can even find an animal that is already tamed and it want to go with you.
Oh man, yes.
Very cool.
You guys were talking about the April Fool's Valheim thingy earlier.
Yes. What do you think, Easy? Which one would you like?
Well, I've been thinking. I don't see. I've heard all the answers. I don't think Yaglut is very good at cuddling necessarily. Well, I mean, he does. All he has is arms, actually. So, what would be a good
Well,
one?
but he has a lot of heat in his heart, you know. That,
It's true.
What does
It's
that
true.
count for?
But I've given it some thought, and I think I'm gonna go with Daddy Elder, because let's say no, hear me out. I think
Daddy.
if he turns friendly, right, then he would be the big friendly giant. I can see him lifting the player up on his hand, and of course he has the strength and fortitude to protect you, right? And I've been doubting to say this, but he does have the tentacles, you know. That's for your imagination later on, but yeah, I think he could be a
So
great
you're one
partner.
of those people.
No, I'm not saying me. I'm just for protection. This.
Easy needs his daddy for protection. Okay, noted. Next. Woo.
Next questions.
Next up, let's look into the mini game and see what questions or no, what answers we can get out of that.
Yes, please.
Let's see. Yeah, faster. Move on faster.
Quick. Go.
Oh my god, sorry, I quickly had to make a short of that. Don't mind me.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
fun rapid fire questions. Here we go. Oh, it's kind of leaning into what we were already talking about. But what is your favorite boss to fight? BALROND.
Probably would be Elder. I really enjoy his mechanic between the melee and the ranged attacks, as well as those minions. It really compensates on every little aspect of what you would imagine a boss fight would be. So you need to be wary of your surroundings. You need to be wary of the line of sight because the Elder sees you and can strike you down from the distance. And if you're too close, he can stomp you.
Elder is very versatile.
Yeah, indeed.
So you both like the Elder.
We do. So
There's gonna need to be sharing going on there. Just throwing it out there.
we'll just generate a new
There's
seed.
enough and
Don't
force
worry.
for everyone.
So, in regards to enjoying parts of Valheim, what part do you enjoy most? Is it because you haven't played that mega much? You've been mostly in the game from modding, as you said. But when you played, what did you prefer most? Like building, exploration, combat, the survival element of the game. What was that for you?
I would be exploration, I think. Going through every single biome, discovering the shape of the map, the islands, and sailing around in your ship. I'm not a guy who prefer using portals. Like, portals are like the end necessity whenever things really go bad. But if possible, I always choose the ship or go by food.
100% agree. 100% agree.
I don't. I'm a loot goblin. I need to bring everything home.
You can.
What? Do
Build
you
a bigger
just
boat.
leave items on the ground? I like. Oh my god. I
Sell more.
would not be able to live without portals. It would be a whole challenge for me to do a playthrough without portals for sure.
We shall do a playthrough without
Infinite
portals
crates.
soon.
I do think it is cool though. Like, indeed, like the portals add such an immense addition to the game in quality of life, being able to just teleport back home. So I do get that. Very cool. Now, I have a really interesting question for you that I'm really interested in. What is your favorite mod that you did not create yourself?
What would that be? Okay, that's a hard one.
Right?
Probably the mod I spent most of time tinkering with was Expand World, actually, and seeing what I can do with the map, how much I can generate the world, because as I said, I enjoy exploration. So Expand World let me double the size of the map, let me customize the spread of biomes. And thanks to that, I have more places to see, and I could even change and shift things a little bit here and there when it comes to world generation itself, and like what I can find in the biome, creating some really unexpected twists.
Right.
Very cool. Yeah, I totally agree. And you know what? I should have seen this coming, that you would say that, because it's such a cool mod. It allows you to really tweak the world generation as well, you know, and look into all of those things. Very, very cool choice. Very nice. Ooh, and you know what? I'm gonna immediately dive into the next question just because I can, and it's also kind of connected to the mini game I have for later. What is your favorite biome music in Valheim?
Biome music.
Yes.
I think in the end it would be just Meadows music. I mean, you start with this, before you build your house, you really get into hearing this music. Secondary thing I found, it's not exactly per biome music, it's music at the Haldor's camp. I really like just to sit next to that dwarf and just listen to
I love
music.
that one too.
Yeah, I agree. I have the same with both Haldor and Hildir, and you know, with Bogwitch as well, but Hildir definitely, when her update came out, I made a video about it, and I basically spent a lot of time AFK at her bubble as well, like preparing for the video, looking into all of the details, and I fell in love with her music so
Just
much.
such a happy tune.
Yeah, the merchants are definitely my favorites when it comes to music.
Yep, I think
Very
so.
cool.
I remember me saying, like, 5 hours into the game total, I remember going downstairs telling Mrs. Border that, you know what, this new game I got, it just makes me chill. I'm just running around through grass, finding berries with this music in the background. I'm like, this is what I want to be doing. It just finds my chill.
It has very special pacing in that way. It's quite unusual in video games, especially in modern games. They're very like fast-paced, trying to stimulate you a bunch, whereas Valheim is a game that like it has a rested mechanic. Like you're weak if you don't take a break. Like the game itself is very realistic about humanity, you know?
It punishes you if you don't
really
break. Yeah.
appreciate that.
Agreed.
So
Just
Balrond,
sit a while and listen.
Sit, collaborate, and
good
listen.
Diablo reference there.
So, you go ahead, Jippy.
Balrond, what's a playstyle that you think more people should try?
I want to know that too.
We already kind of mentioned it. The no portal playthrough, I assume, would be way to go, or at least try to minimize using portals as much as possible. If I know we always go for like time efficient because we are mostly grown-ups having a little bit less time in life to play, so we want to just progress the game, do things faster, do more. But as we mentioned with the music and the rested bonus, just chill. Just give it the time, enjoy the world around. Don't stress out that, oh, I need to build this, I need to get to that, I need to do this. They will wait.
Yeah,
Things will not despawn by themselves.
The meta seems to be as fast as possible, but why?
Yeah, sure, there are people who enjoy speed running, nothing to them. You want to speed run your game, go do it, have fun your way. But if possible, try to relax. This game wasn't made to be stressful. It's not Dark Souls. You're here to enjoy the world, enjoy your journey, and rise to Valhalla if the Odin say so.
We are so on the same page on that
Absolutely.
one. Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
that.
same. And I see Crumbs mentioning it as well in chat. And like, as Crumbs says, like the game has no actual set pace. If you like the first couple of hundred hours that I played Valheim, I didn't even want to fight any bosses. I just
Sorry,
wanted
Emma.
to build things.
Emma,
Yeah.
I must interject for a second because your voice is really robotic.
Oh,
Maybe
Bleep more.
reconnect on Discord for a second.
bleep dorp. Okay.
Bleep blorp. Yeah, this can happen.
That sounded very perfectly robotic.
That sounded
actually.
amazing. This was just the.
Yeah.
This was your. How was it called again? Voice changer
I'm a human,
thing.
I swear.
Yeah.
I
normal
swear,
now.
I'm a human.
You're good again. Yes, you're human again. Yes, human. Please continue with your question, human.
When they say like, I am not a robot, I'm always a little bit sweaty, you know, like, oh my god, are you gonna notice it this time?
Leaking oil.
So you always need to stop at the captcha whenever you log in somewhere.
Yeah, you need to.
I'm always like, I need to get an actual adult in the room. Can I get
get
an
you
actual
arrested.
adult in the room and a human? But yeah, no, absolutely agree. And as Crumb said as well in chat, like that Valheim does not force you to actually go and like. If you compare that, for example, with Enshrouded, I love the game as well. Absolutely amazing game, amazing graphics. But I always get like a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of quests that are going on, and they don't really push you that much. But it also kind of is like you need to do these things. In Valheim, it's really you can set your own pace, and this is something that I always try to tell people that come into my community or comment section or whatever, and they're saying like, oh, I want to learn more and fast and everything. I'm like, please, like, take it as you said as well, Balrond, like slow and like just take it at your pace, because you gotta enjoy this game. That's so important. You can only play this game once for the first time. Enjoy it. It's like, yeah, it's so important.
Absolutely. And if that pace is speedrunning, you'll have a whole new world opening up to you if you play slower after that, right? And vice versa.
That's also one of the reasons why I made the Amazing Nature. It was to rediscover the game from scratch, to get yourself to be surprised again, and to extend this playtime. So even if you kinda are like stuck to try to rush things, the game with my mods will slow you just a little bit, just so you stop for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like Valheim teaches us that, right? And for
Yeah.
me, and I think a lot of people, that's something that makes Valheim special, is that you can play any game. There's thousands, tens of thousands of games out there. But there's very few games that you teaching them helps you kind of calm down and learn to be better to yourself. And at least for me personally, I've found that Valheim does that. It helps encourage resting and working with others instead of like competing as much. And a lot of other games do that, and they pit people against each other. Whereas Valheim is like, you know, people can pit themselves against each other in Valheim, but the game really isn't about that. It's about like working together, and the game itself is balanced around like 2 or 3 people playing to make it easier to fight the bosses and all that kind of stuff. So it's a very special game, absolutely. So always a pleasure.
Hooking
see that
into
happening.
that, I would want to ask here. You mentioned playing a bit slower, taking everything in. Like, I know some people have like a different loadout for either every biome or everything they're doing. Me, I have a very set hotbar with a set weapon that I love to use. Like, I fell in love with the knife. I use it for everything. Don't use it for the queen, people. It don't work. But what is your favorite weapon class to use in the game in general, I guess?
A battle axe.
A battle
I
axe.
enjoy.
I'm not surprised.
Yes,
I was confident.
Yeah.
Two-handed axe, because you can smack so many targets and you can cut down so many trees.
Nice.
Efficiency and slower swing. Taking your time to be efficient. That's deep. I like that. So pairing that, what armor would you pair with that? What is your favorite armor to pair with your magnificent battle axe swinging?
Iron armor, but with the silver Drake helmet. it's probably the best helmet in vanilla game. I absolutely love the design of it, the simplicity, and the iron armor has like there's something special because whenever you grow from the bronze armor that has some extra plating on it, the actual first full metal armor is iron armor.
Yeah.
And it gives you already that sense of achievement because going from bronze to iron isn't exactly an easy journey whenever you first step foot in the swamps.
That is true. You need to do a whole lot in your bronze little gear there to accomplish
I
this.
could
it's
feel
about
the
speed.
passion in your answer when you said battle axe. It was immediate.
Yeah, you felt it.
Some people have to think about it a bit, you know? Some people already know.
I
So
need to
speaking of
learn to
favorites-
play with these bigger, slower swing type of weapons. Because that requires a lot
I'm
more
working
planning on
on-
your attacks, it feels.
Yes, because you need to get the timing right, you understand the distance and the reach of this weapon,
Yes.
because they have higher reach than your one-handed weapons. I'm also working with the rework of my arsenal mod to emphasize more people and give them more option about using those two-handed weapons so they are more viable for the whole playthrough.
Mm-hmm. I'm also just wondering, and I see Amanda in YouTube chat ask this, well, not even ask this. She says like this is the Drake helmet is really cool looking, right? So why is that the helmet of choice? Why is that the best helmet for you in the game? Is it just because that's not an an iron thing, right?
Have you seen the Drake helmet?
It looks amazingly powerful. I know. Is that the reason?
It-
Sounds like you haven't really seen it.
It's such a beautiful one, yeah.
I feel like you have
It's
information.
simple and beautiful piece, and also it's the first piece. Like whenever you think of Vikings, like what the media made around it, you
Mhm.
always think about a horn helmet, right? This is
Yeah.
the first horn helmet that you see in the game, because you work with your hoodie, with your base helmet, then you have just improved from leather to bronze to iron. But this is pretty much the exact same model of helmet, and then you go and get yourself the Silver Drake helmet. That is a brand new model that you did not yet see through your playthrough, and it has horns with it, and it emphasizes that stereotypical view of a Viking.
Ah, so it is kind of in line with what I thought. I mean, I can't disagree. No, you are right.
Interesting. Yeah, cool.
I like
Now,
all the
JP,
armor that
next
requires a
up's you.
trophy. Definitely.
Yeah,
Makes it feel
true.
more special to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of materials and favorites, what is your favorite building material in Valheim at the moment before Deep North? Balrond.
The base wood. I don't really need much stone or black marble or growstone or other types of wood. The base wood is enough to make a very nice house, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the thatched roofs from the base wood set kinda like maybe a dark wood roof to accompany the base wood pieces, and that's pretty much it for me. I don't need much more. Maybe a little bit detail from the stone, but still, base wooden house. That's enough.
You know what?
Well, that's
Valid.
perfect. You can do that right at the beginning.
Valid. Yeah, it's
Yes,
the wood
and you
that
can enjoy it.
yeah, you get access to it
Just
almost
do-
right away.
Yes, you don't need to progress the game. You don't need to speed things up, discover things, get more stations. You get this set nearly from the get-go with all the pieces around, and you can just start your creative process of building. Building is the second thing I'm mostly interested in the game after exploration. So having access to everything I need from the get-go, it makes it for me. Like a nice wooden hut, a tower. I'm a big fan of actually building lighthouses and towers. So maybe here and there I need the iron reinforced wood pillars just to make things tall, but the base wood set is enough.
Yeah, this is really versatile and really paints the picture of what is possible later on in the game.
Absolutely.
I really like the ash wood. It's my
Oh,
favorite.
Oh, me Me too.
It's nice for
I love the
accenting, though.
ashwood, like with the normal wood, like that. The color you get is like so nice. It looks so good.
And
I like using normal wood and then the
It's just-
black ashwood trim pieces.
trim pieces, and an added bonus of the ashwood, in my opinion, when it weathers, you don't see it as bad. It's not as
yeah.
noticeable.
No.
Oh, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
That's like one of the more
Ooh.
controversial, super simple changes.
Yep.
The weathering
Super
of
silly
wood.
little note. Oh my god. I noticed that the like the barber station, I put one outside for purposes, and I noticed it kind of weathers as well in the rain, just like
does?
everything else. But what changes is the color of the plants.
What?
Yeah, I thought it was so funny and silly. Like the plants are like this very vibrant green, and
Yeah.
when it gets like half destroyed, the plants turns kind of like the difference between meadows bushes and plains bushes. You get that
Oh,
slightly more
really?
yellow color. Yeah, super subtle. But I noticed
Interesting.
this like Monday or something, and I was like, oh my god, ooh, you can add that difference a little bit even when you're inside. And there's no rain or anything like that. You can make those barber stations look like slightly different
Mm-hmm.
by, demolishing the barber station a little bit, because nothing else is much gonna change. It's just the plant that seems
It's like this, yeah.
differentiate in color. Yeah.
And that chance
Which
of going
is-
slightly off topic on that, off the rail on that one, it's worth exploring what items can be damaged with if you wanna build with them. I recently discovered,
Absolutely.
and it may be very late, if you smack just a stone pile, it gets a whole different setup.
Ooh,
That match-
easy. I'm
that
gonna
matches things.
I'm gonna give you another good one.
Do
The
it.
cartography table. Do it with that as well. Like destroy it and see what it looks like.
I've not
Like
used
Miss
that
Couch
at all
Potato.
in my recent
Yeah,
playthrough.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Just
Alright.
try it out.
I will remember this.
There's a lot of items like that that builders use for tricks. That's something Dakar shows. He likes to like take particularly the extensions and then use something like Gizmo where you can rotate them to be upside down, because then you can make things using like vanilla pieces, but they're at an angle that the player doesn't normally see, so it looks
Yes.
impossible or
Yeah.
looks like a new piece to them, right? There's loads and loads of those, like
It's all
maybe
about the
hundreds.
angles. Everywhere,
like
all the time,
stool,
always.
for
Yeah, exactly.
example, you have like the fine wood stool that you can sit on. If you destroy that one, just
Like halfway.
just like not enough, like not even halfway, like even more,
Okay.
it topples on its side.
Yes, it does.
Very cool.
It's just
But
no
we're
longer
indeed
usable.
getting off topic.
I mean,
What
we
do you
love the
think?
games,
Is it
though.
time for a mini game?
Who's ready for a mini game?
Ooh, I might need a little sting for like the mini game, like
A sting?
yeah, like a little like mini
Oh.
game time or something.
Oh,
you know?
jingle, you mean?
Or like a jingle. Yeah.
Can I whip something up here?
No.
It is minigame time. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, you got me with that road tube.
I needed to fit this
Beautiful.
in somewhere. Perfect.
Now, easy. You have the since you are broadcasting, you are gonna need to show the video, but I'm gonna give a little bit of information just so you know that you can get it ready.
Do I need
Do you have the link?
Oh,
Yeah, I
you
sent
meant
you
to
the link,
show
but I
it and not just listen to it. I can do
Sure.
both. Doesn't matter
Yeah,
to
both
me.
would be amazing. Then people can see like what sound, like what number it is to the sound as well.
I got you.
Because-
Just bear with me for a second. Talk about toppled over stools for just a minute.
Or I'll explain the mini game for today.
Explain
and
it,
nice
yes.
community. Thank you for clipping. You're amazing. Okay, so for today the mini game is we're gonna guess what music is from what location or biome. So this is gonna be the ultimate test who has spent a lot of time listening to the music in this game. Since it's gonna be a very quick test, we can go over the video a couple of times because the sounds go really quickly. You only have 5 seconds of each melody to listen to, but we can like re-listen to the video maybe 1, 2, 3 times depending on what you all need. And then after, I'm going to show you the results, of course, as well. So you know as well what music is from what biome or location. But just so you know, it's going to go quick. And it's for a reason, because we want to make this, you know, difficult as well. Because some of the melodies can be easier to find as well. So it's going to go quick. You're going to have 5 seconds for each biome. So if you want to join us, be sure to grab a pen or paper or just jot things down in a chat box or something like that. Because it's going to go fast. It's going to be fast-paced.
It's going to be fast-paced. I think
Did I bridge the gap enough?
I think you did, honestly. Let me just grab a little check here. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. 5 seconds is very short, indeed.
It should be enough if you truly know the sound. Yeah, if you truly know the sound, it should be good enough, I would say. And I think we're ready. Here we go. Let me just go here. All right.
Awesome in chat. Okay, whenever you're ready, easy. And once again, peeps, it is gonna go fast. So, yeah, be ready. Woo.
I will pause the background music for better effect. Let's go here. And popping over top, it will be. Guys, get your pen, paper, notepad, keyboard ready. How many sounds will there be in total?
13 sounds.
13 sounds.
Yes.
All right. Good. Are you ready? If so, here comes. Let's go. Well then, okay, that was something. Did you guys catch all that?
Yeah,
It went fast, didn't it?
Could you
it
do
went
it one
really
more time?
fast. Yeah, we're gonna do it another time. Take this
was I
time
supposed
to.
to hear any sound? Because I didn't hear a single sound.
Yeah, so BALROND, I figured this out in the middle of it as well.
Let me
but
fix that.
You don't
I'll
hear
get
it
to link
because
it
you're
to
in the
you.
Discord chat. You
Yeah.
have to listen in the live stream.
I can also share it on Discord if you like. Whatever you prefer.
I might
already
just
did.
skip it altogether. I just enjoy being here, so.
You know what? That's also cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to listen to it one more time, folks? I think we may
and
need
for
that.
Bree that just
Ah.
came in as well. And if you're just
Oops.
coming in, we are doing a mini game where you can guess which song is from what area in Valheim. It's really quick paced because, of course, like when you play Valheim a lot, the music you recognize very fast. So it's a little bit of an added difficulty that it's really fast paced. But yeah, it's guessing what music is from what area in the game.
Yeah, so what biome fits this music? Not all music is from the game. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's all from the game.
It's all from the game. Then I need to learn more stuff. Okay, never mind.
So we're gonna play it one more time so people can, have another chance to go over the music and maybe see if they missed something or if they want to listen to something again.
Okay.
But yeah, if you have music in the background, it's best to also put that down maybe a little bit. We're gonna go over it one more time. Good luck, peeps. You got this.
Good luck, everyone. I know we can do it. We believe. Here comes. Well. What do we think?
What do you think? Yeah, I'm so excited. I hope you liked this minigame. JP suggested it last weekend, and I was like, oh my god, yes, I would love to make something like that. So I hope it was fun. Let's, if everyone is feeling comfortable with this, in case you want to listen to it one more time, put it in chat. Like, let us know if you want to listen one more time. And otherwise, I have the sound results ready as well.
All right. If you need to listen to it, indeed, put in chat. For myself, I didn't even fill in every one.
Oh my goodness.
I
did
know.
better than the other ones, but I also didn't do as well as I thought I would. I got like 3/4 of them filled in, and I may be wrong on the ones I did fill in.
You may be able to beat me in this
It got
one,
like
JP.
harder.
I don't know. All right, how are we going to do this?
Ooh,
I felt
Monster.
proud for knowing
You.
the first one. It was my favorite track.
I didn't know the first one.
Nice.
And then it went downhill from there.
Oh, God. It went uphill. Oh. All right, Emma. How are we going to do this?
I do see someone, Shen also mentioned having missed a few, so maybe we'll want to listen to it one more time since it's 5 seconds. You know, it's meant to be.
It's a minute
It's meant to
5.
be
Yeah, for the
difficult.
guitar video. We want to go again, Chad?
5
Once more?
Yeah, let's go one more time. Let's go.
All right. Here we go. Oh, my bad. Okay. I managed to get one more in, but that
Nice.
that still leaves me with a total of what, 10? Yeah.
Okay, well,
no
that's
less.
still impressive. There's some really difficult ones in there too.
Honestly, I can't wait to see which ones that I guessed correctly, because I play a lot without
Okay.
music myself. I
I'm
tried
gonna
to
send
switch
you
it
the
up.
linky easy. I put it in PM with you.
Uh-huh. All right, let's have a look-see.
It's unlisted. I can always put it in the description of YouTube. Like once this is uploaded and everything, we can add it to them as well, so you can always check it out, or easy can like show it on screen as well right now. But yeah, if you want to test your friends' knowledge on the music of Valheim, you can maybe still give that a little share as well.
That might be pretty cool. Let's have a quick... All right,
Ooh,
it's set
guess
up correctly.
11? Nice. Okay.
Who guessed 11? What?
Was it me to know? It was Amanda on YouTube.
Oh my god. Really? I am so proud of you.
Okay, are you
yeah.
ready?
I am ready. Are you guys ready?
Okay, let's
Right.
go. I'm ready.
Pen, paper, notepad, and your keyboard ready again. Here is the answer sheet. Let's go. Ah. Nope. Nope. It's not going great.
Oh no.
This one is monumental.
I I probably get more understood with the music after I'm done with the Bard Quest mod image. After that, I'll probably have enough music for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You'll know all of them by the back of your hand, or like the back of your hand. That's what the phrase is, right?
Hang on for a second, guys.
Yeah.
That has a specific music, that's right. See how happy that sounds?
Indeed.
I should know this, you know?
You play a lot with that music.
Yeah. All right.
Really like the art.
All right, who's the
I mean,
champion
it's
among
always
men?
more worry-
Sorry, Balrond?
It's always about being more wary of the sound effects of incoming trolls than music around.
Yeah. I think the music recognition comes with the longevity of your play sessions. And how much you have it turned on.
In the meadows.
You got 2, 3. Oh, God. I see a lot of good answers there.
Wow, nice. Good job, peeps. Oh my goodness.
All right,
Oh,
so
that is awesome to see.
let's have a look. Who got more than 5 answers correct? Hands in chat.
Me.
I can... Me. That's... Val-Con did it.
Woo.
Well done, guys.
Thank you so much for playing, peeps. Oh, I appreciate that so much. I hope you enjoyed this as well. I really love making these mini games, and to see that so many people are staying to play them really makes me happy. That is awesome.
It is really cool, and you're really good at it too. Gotta be said. Personally, if this was a test in school, I would have failed. Less than half is correct for me.
Oh no, easy.
It's just 5.
I've failed every one of these too. Don't worry.
Oh no.
We can drop out of school together.
Oh yeah, we will have so much fun.
I already had an inkling when Easy said, like, there's music from outside the game, right? No.
You threw curveballs in earlier previous quizzes, right? So you may have done it here as well. I'm curious though, what did people think of 11? If you remember that one.
11.
It was, can I
11
really
again?
quickly go back to that? I can. Actually, wait. 11 is this
Oh,
one.
11 was your gluth, if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken?
This one.
Yeah, 11 is your gluth.
Yes, it is. It is Yag. My first initial answer was awesome.
Oh.
Because it reminded me of the very first ever Valheim trailer that we cannot broadcast for DMCA reasons, but it had music by Amon Amarth in the background, I guess because one of the Coffee Stain representatives is a big fan of them. And that really sold the game to me at that point. Gotta be honest. It's the song Shield Wall by Amon Amarth. And it was just so powerful together with the images of the game. And it sounds a lot like the Yag boss music. Now, I play a lot without music, but for boss fights, I generally turn it on. So when I said I should have recognized the Queen, Emma, those 3-4 hours or how long was it that we fought the Queen recently? I should have known this music.
Yeah, that was a hefty fight. Oh my goodness.
We did it in our own special
But
way.
that's the thing as well, and also with your Glut and the Queen and Eikthyr, all of them, like all of the boss musics, people love them. But let's be honest, we're kind of focused on trying to survive at that moment. maybe not getting hit by a meteorite or electricity. So I
Or
do get
general
it
death.
as well that
Yeah.
yeah, if you don't need to worry about dying all the time, you might have some time to actually listen to the music.
You got a good
yeah.
point there.
I mean, it was a very nice choice with the music they made because, as we mentioned, most of the music is very chill, very relaxing, but then you get heavily stimulated on the boss fight
Exactly.
with all those heavy tunes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
could
indeed.
not
And
do
as
what
you
the,
mentioned earlier as well,
what he
like
did.
very slow pace and like no rush. And then you enter into the boss fight and you do feel that rush. You feel like, yeah, dun 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 dun. Like you need to go, yeah, like running away, meteorite.
The adrenaline being forced into your body, like it's game time now.
Yeah, it's like it's wake up time.
Odin is with us.
Odin is
Yes.
with us. He's whipping us into shape. Like, do this for me, please, because that's basically what he's asking, isn't it?
And I see a lot of people also mentioning the motor tune in chat. Now, I was making this right before the podcast earlier, because, well, I'm a potato and I procrastinate. But there is actually 2 tunes to motor that I have in my list. And there's like a version 1 and a version 2. And I was like, I'm just gonna skip it. But indeed, like a lot of people really love the motor tune. But in case you don't notice, there's actually 2 different motor tunes. There's 2 different versions of that song. And I'm a little bit sad I didn't add it now during the stream. But it might be cool to do something, or well, just so you know, there's 2 versions of it.
Right?
You might like the other one as well.
I may do. I mean, I can fanboy over this because I love music and I love the way you can create emotions. Look, how do you say that? Call out emotions through music, through the use of different instruments or even volumes. And the way this is done.
Is there a way to have Relic not type constantly in chat right now?
I was gonna
'Cause
address
it's
this after stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fix that. It's because this is the first time someone's playing on the server while we're doing
Okay.
a podcast.
Yeah.
So I need to make a key that we set when the podcast starts,
Okay.
and then it just won't do that during it. But
Okay.
yeah, it'll
He's
just
welcome
happen
to
from now
just
on.
headbang in front of our table as a little audience member. That's fine. All right, let's
Yeah,
continue
it's-
though.
Okay, let's continue, because basically the mini game is done now anyways. So we're gonna get ready for the closing ceremonies.
Oh, we need the closing ceremony jingle.
Ooh.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. So
Is
we're
Easy
gonna
the
get ready
robot?
for closing
I think
time.
you're both robots.
Am I the robot?
Yes, potion time. Now, I think one of the most important things.
Oh, Emma, you're the robot.
just to ask. Oh.
People.
bloop.
Sorry.
Come in peace.
Bleep, bloop.
Your mechanics are showing again.
Ah! Is it still?
No, you think you fixed it. Well done.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Oh, I'm such a professional with technology, as you can see.
Oh, it's back.
Oh, dang it. Okay,
Oh man.
here we
Become
go.
human again.
I don't know. I need to update my NVIDIA drivers and stuff, and I have been procrastinating it for months. So I think that has
Just
something
go
to do with all
just
these
go
things
out
I
and
have.
in the VC for a bit because it's really hard to understand you. Sorry.
Oh, I already did.
The? Huh.
It seems it didn't help.
Well then. Pray to the Discord gods then.
He's evolving.
It's evolving, oh no.
Okay, no, but easy. You do the closing ceremony
All right.
then.
So, basically, Balrond, aside from the fact that it is absolutely amazing to have you here, because your legacy in the game and in the community already is hard to fathom, honestly, and it leaves a lot for me to discover, which is amazing after the amount of hours I've played, and with me a whole bunch of people, I think.
Same, by the way.
So yeah, to go from here, what is your main focus right now? Like, you've done a whole catalog. We've talked about this a bunch of times today, but what is your main focus right now?
Probably it would be to continue my work with Amazing Nature, because I'm not done. I'm not even close to being done. My timeline for my work is currently planned for at least 1 year in advance, where I'll be still creating more stuff till my vision is complete.
Until the vision is complete. Okay, so that's actually good that you say that, because that might lead me into the next one. What is is there something you want to work on in the future? Because I think we've covered this a couple of times already, like mods you've shelved for now, or maybe the vision you talked about just now could encompass some of that future, or maybe there's something completely different that just lives in your brain and you haven't talked about yet.
Every now and then there is a new small idea, like with the mentioned Bard quest that just came out recently and became like an opportunity for me to actually make something that was mentioned to me a few times in the past, with making a music quest and making something play music on demand for you that would be immersive enough in the game. But there are a few plans, the big ones mostly, other than keeping Amazing Nature alive and still developing and adding more stuff. Arsenal Reborn that is out is still waiting for 2.0 version that will rework the combat system a lot and will add a gigantic amount of weapons and new subsystem features, as mentioned, with 200 weapons being reworked, shields being reworked, how you think about your equipment and what you're gonna wear, because you will not be wearing an item set, you'll be picking the items for the job, with new armor types and armor subtypes being the light, medium or heavy type armors having their own features. In one biome you'll be probably, if you want to think in terms of item sets, so pants, chest and helmet, you'll probably have like 10 armor sets per biome to choose from, pretty much.
Right.
And mix and match whatever you want. Then we have the alchemy mod that reworks how you make your potions, so the potions will be an actual process of making through steps than just making a base and throwing it to the fermenter. There is still a big part working with the ocean biome and preparing new custom dungeons and new custom locations, including a boss dungeon similar to how the Queen one is made. What else there is? There's few more extra features that I have written down. I can't recall them from the head right now, from my memory. But a lot of things are to be made. That's why I said it's at least 1 year before I'll be done with it. And there'll be still updates, there'll be still some new content and fixes done. I partly made with Amazing Nature like an entry to the Deep North, but I'm really waiting for the actual devs to bring us the Deep North so I can adjust my stuff and keep on expanding even more.
It sounds like there's a lot of content still in your future. That makes me happy.
And there's one more thing that I'm working with, but this one actually really depends on the expand work, because this is something I really want to try out. I wanted to make my own custom biome. I already have a working prototype that I given to few other servers to test out, see how it plays, how it feels for them. I had a very positive feedback about on it, so I will be making an additional extension to Amazing Nature that will be something more of a mod pack that will incorporate this brand new biome.
I see. So there's lots to look forward to, basically. Like, there's multiple angles you can still go for, and stuff you can.
And if you say there's at least a year, I mean, realistically, that means like 2 or 3 years, doesn't it? Because that's how these things work.
Definitely.
We end up doing more of them, right?
Definitely, I always get sidetracked, so...
No, not sidetracked. You find out what you should have actually been making, right? I mean, isn't this all you getting sidetracked from something else anyway? So it all works out, right?
True.
So let's say you make some more stuff. Where do people go to find your content?
Well, nowadays it's Thunderstorm. There is some, let's say, leftovers of forgotten mods on the Nexus, but whenever I update, whenever I add new stuff, it always comes to the Thunderstorm first. Secondary, if you want to get more in touch with me, talk, bring some bugs, some feedback, some ideas, through Thunderstorm there is a link to my Discord everywhere, so come join me. Let's have a chat.
See, that's awesome. And I can vouch for this because BALROND here is really open to chat. Really nice guy. The same here as in DMs, I would say, which is a huge plus for me. Because I've definitely seen the other way around, right? With the... I guess it could be an ego thing for some. Nah, we're all human. We're all doing our own thing. We're trying our best. So...
we have a
yes.
rating option for Twitch already. So
We do.
whenever you're ready.
I see it, yeah, and I think I agree. So just to confirm, it's option 2.
And by the way, peeps, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed these podcasts that we're doing. It really helps us out, and with the algorithm monster on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. And let us know in the comments what your favorite moment of today's stream was as well. If you want to hop over to Twitch to get all those precious channel points, be sure to do so. Because when you raid out together with us, you will get a lot of extra channel bonus points. So you can get like emotes with that, or you can redeem other fun shenanigans. So yeah, be sure to hop over to Twitch if you do want to raid out together. Because on YouTube, we can't raid out yet. So,
and like Emma said,
so you know.
a sub and a like on the YouTube channel is massively appreciated. Not for awareness or spreading of the thing, but make us grow big and wide so we can also raid out on YouTube. And be even better for the community. What we grow.
Yay, community! Woo!
Woohoo, community! Legit though.
Wow.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Yes.
Guys, thanks for joining in. And don't forget, Val-Con will be happening on the 17th, 18th, and 19th of April.
Wow.
It will be happening on this channel and on the YouTube channel that you may be watching right now. And there will be a hype week going strong a week before that. Join the Val-Con Discord for more information on this. Any questions can be asked there as well. We have all the helpful people in there, I swear. It's great. So never fear.
So many awesome people.
Yes, never fear, always ask. Meet lovely people, expand your horizon. And all the positive things you can think about. I'm not even exaggerating. Good. With that, I'm gonna say thank you very much for coming, all the people on YouTube and Twitch. BALROND, feel free to stick around if you see after the stream for a little bit. We don't need to disconnect right away, but that's totally up to you. But first and foremost, thank you so much for first off agreeing to do this, speaking with such passion about what you do and what your plans are, and where you came from with the modding, because that's really interesting to hear. And
thank you for having me.
It's literally a pleasure.
Yeah, absolute pleasure.
Absolute pleasure. And I hope people will get in contact with you if you have any questions, because they definitely can. And for now, folks, thank you for being here. Let's raid out to a fellow creator. Let's meet new people is all I'm gonna say. Let's spread the good word of Val-Con. And we'll talk to y'all later. Keep an eye on the YouTubes. All right. See you, folks.
Cheers.
Bye.
Dahi.